Good afternoon and welcome to the EYC Project. My name is Emily and today I'm going to help you with some job preparedness by going over some interview tips and some resume tips. To get started, we're going to talk about resume tips. Now, for your resume, you want to make sure that the formatting is easy flowing and easy to read. You want to keep it simple so that the employer can focus on your skills and your experience. Next, you want to make sure that your contact info is up to date. That way, in case the employer needs to reach you for the interview or additional questions, references, pre-employment screenings, they have correct and accurate information to get in contact with you. Next, we're going to focus on recent and relevant. What you did 20 years ago is not going to matter. Keep it within the last 10 years and focus on the experience that's relevant to the position that you're applying for. The next section is a very important part of your resume. It is your skills section. And remember, skills are transferable. So make sure you're very detailed about the skills that you have because it may be able to land you a position that you did not think that you were qualified for. In addition to your skills, you want to make sure you list any certifications, licenses, or degrees that you may have that are relevant to the position. Next, you want to proofread and spell check. Make sure your grammar is on point, make sure there's no spelling errors, and make sure that everything is up to par before you start sending your resume out. And lastly, please make sure you save it in PDF format to send out, but also in Word format so it's easy for you to edit and make any changes that are necessary. Moving on to interview tips. The first thing I would suggest is to research the company to get an understanding of what they do, know what products they make, what services they offer, etc. Also, it is very important to know the position that you're applying for and to be prepared to talk about your skills that match the job description and what it is that the company is looking for. Now, the next tip ties back to the first one of researching the company to get an understanding of what it is that they do. But always have at least one interview question because it shows your interest in the position and in the company. These questions could be, what types of benefits do you offer? Do you offer training to help advance? Do you offer the ability to grow within the company? All great questions that show that you're interested in learning and growing with the company that you are applying for. Next, we're going to talk about being punctual and presentable. I always recommend showing up at least 10 minutes prior to the interview and make sure you dress to impress. During the interview, you want to make sure you're not chewing any gum, you don't bring any drinks with you, and that you silence your cell phone and do not take any calls or text messages during your interview. My last interview tip is to be attentive and make eye contact and always end your interview with a firm handshake and thanking them for their time. If you want to add a little razzle dazzle, you can always say, "I look forward to hearing from you." This expresses your interest and lets them know that you are definitely interested in the position that you are applying for. That's all the resume and interview tips I have for you today. But if you need further assistance or one-on-one support, please reach out to me on the EYC Project. You can reach me via the YouTube or the TikTok listed on the flyer. Thank you so much for your support, and I look forward to helping you land your next dream job.